Hey guys, how you going? It's Zach's Bonsai back here once again for another video. How you been guys? I've been good today. And today, we're going to do some pruning on the bonsai. So, we're going to cut them up because they're pretty leggy. I'll show you how they look today. Here we are. As you can see, we've got some growth. So, we're going to go prune them back. And yeah, let's get started. We've got to be pretty busy today, so let's do it. Guys, we back, and here are all the plants we're working on. This one here, we got this one here. We got Mum's pot plant that was like about $2, and it's grown really well. We got this little one here. We got this leggy one here, and these three down here. We're gonna do a bit of detailing to this plant here, this one right here. Pruning for this plant here, and a bit of pruning for this plant here. So let's get started. We've got a lot to do. So we went from this one here. So Zachary, yes, why do we prune plants? What is the purpose for pruning plants? What is the purpose of doing it? Well, good question. The purpose of pruning plants is to encourage new growth, and when you encourage new growth, you know, you can make it more bushier, you can make it more dense, and that's what you want. Well, to make a good bonsai, it needs to be dense, not super leggy, because it needs to be dense. It needs to look like a miniature tree. Do you see trees that have, you know, massive trunks, but they cut out all of the small branches. They cut off all the small branches near the trunk, which is not ideal. It's not ideal for a tree to do that. So yeah, we don't want to do that. It's bad. You don't want to do that because it will make the tree weak. Because all the small branches, they all serve a purpose. They all support the tree. Like, they make the trunk strong, they protect the trunk from harsh weathers, they protect, you know, they do a lot. So that's why you can't just, like, you know, think about a massive tree and all the leaves are like this. Imagine this. Okay, look, you see how you only got the leaves on the tip. Imagine the whole tree, an adult tree, a massive tree, just like this, here's the trunk here, here's the branch going out of it, and there's only leaves on the tip, and a tree lopper came by and chopped all these small branches, and the only branches, the only leaf, the only foliage is at the very tip. That's not ideal, because all these small branches down here, they all do a purpose, they all serve a purpose, they all support the tree, and it protects it from the harsh weathers, and that's why we prune, and that's why we keep it dense, okay? We don't want the whole plant to be super leggy like this with leaf on the foliage. It looks boring, it's not a natural bonsai. Now Zachary, yes, why do we encourage long growth like this? Well, we do that to make the trunk thicker, to make some more weight at the top, therefore strengthening more, you know, making the lower half of the trunk stronger. So that's why we do it. Okay, I'll be back when I finish with all these. Hey Zachary, yes, if you prune one of these branches, can you potentially put it in the ground and make another plant? Well, yes, you sure can. You just need some roots, what is it called? Root hormone, I think it's called. But anyway, it encourages the branch to cut off to grow roots and to become a plant. So Zach, yes, how do you make sure you have the highest success of doing it? Well, I learnt my mistakes from the seeding video, you know, I made back a few months ago on the channel. Unfortunately, they all died. That's a shame, but oh well, I'll try it again when the season's right. I actually did it in the wrong season, that's why I got a seeding container It's a seeding container. What is that for? Well, it's to protect the seeds and to keep it moist, because you've got this cover that keeps the moisture inside so the water doesn't evaporate from the container, so it stays inside the container and is able to stay in the soil for longer and not evaporate. So that's what I plans for this one is to hand weed first, and after hand weeding I'm going to go and do some remove yellow leaves off. What type of bonsai is this one going to be, Zachary? Well, this plant here is going to be a forest. What's a forest, Zachary? Well, a forest, in case you do not know, and too lazy to do Google search, that's fine. A forest is, it's basically a pot that has many different plants in all in one pot. So, for example, this has 4 of the same species of plants, and therefore it's a forest. Many plants in a pot, and they make a forest. So if you're walking down a forest, what do you see? You just see a few trees down there, or do you see a lot of trees? You see a lot of trees. So that's what a forest is. It has a pot, and it has 2 or more, bonsais. So, bonsais. So, yeah. So, what type of plants what type of 5-10 year goals I have for this? Well, my 5 to 10 year goals are basically to make it look good. Plans for now, but yeah, that's what I plan to do for 5 to 10 years. Just make a footpath, put rocks to make a footpath, and maybe put a fake chair down somewhere, and just make it interesting. So that's my plans for it. Now I'll be back when I finish this one. What is it called? Root hormone, I think it's called. But anyway, it encourages the branch to cut off to grow roots and to become a plant. So Zach, yes, how do you make sure you have the highest success of doing it? Well, I learnt my mistakes from the seeding video, I made back a few months ago on the channel. Unfortunately, they all died. That's a shame, but oh well, I'll try it again when the season's right. I actually did it in the wrong season, that's why I got a seeding container. It's a seeding container. What is that for? Well, it's to protect the seeds and to keep it moist, because you've got this cover that keeps the moisture inside so the water doesn't evaporate from the container, so it stays inside the container and is able to stay in the soil for longer and not evaporate. So that's what but yeah, that's what it's for. So yeah, I highly recommend, if you have a look around your neighbourhood or park or whatever, and say, hey, I like that plant, I like the look of the flower or leaves or the shape or the plant, just go ahead and just cut it and plant it. So with this one here, but I just know I'm just going to cut off all dead wood and just do that for now, and maybe wire this, and we also do it to make it look nice and just to make it look more dense, encourage the plant to be more dense and not just grow super leggy branches, So we're just going to grow super leggy branches and make it, we don't want that, we just want to make it nice and dense. So that's what we want to do, that's what we're trying to encourage this bonsai or plant to do. Alrighty, so that's my plans for this plant, and I will come back with the next one and show you what's the plans for that one. Oh, hello there. This one's growing crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely bananas. It is going ballistic, I'm telling you. It's going all over the place. So, what I plan to do with this plant is I plan to wire this shortly and just make it unique, make it interesting. So, have this one going up the center, have this one going up on the sides, and yeah, that's what I plan to do with this one here. So yeah, we're just going to prune it a little bit more down the bottom of this plant. This one here, we removed all the yucky leaves and did a little bit of pruning hard with Annie, but just to make it, look better. This one here, we pruned off the leggy and the lucky leaves, and this wild one here, just, basically, we pruned a little bit and did a little bit of detailing. So I'm happy with how it is. And now there is 2 last things I've got to do before we go and call it a day. First thing is give all these guys a nice drink of water. So here we are, after a nice fresh drink of water. There we are. That's Bonsai once again. Thank you for watching now. Remember to do something green every day, okay? Keep up there, keep being busy, keep being active, and keep on learning. Alrighty? Take care, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.